Hello and welcome back to Yellow Sticker Dinner. This is episode 3. Today is January the 19th, and if you're not familiar with this channel, basically I go to my local supermarkets, scour the reduce to clear section and buy whatever I think is good, and then try to put together some sort of crazy contraption of a meal. I often end up with just ish meals. So on the first episode, on January 17th, I bought all this stuff, plus some apples, and I basically managed to put together a bit of a pita bread filled vegetable thing using curried cauliflower burgers as like the meat. I made a smoked garlic aioli using this quark which I had reduced, and I stir fried this veg. I also used some apples and some pre-made beetroot salad as the filling as well. So basically yesterday, episode 2, I used up some of the extra apples and made myself a little apple sauce, which I had some porridge. I had some more of that for breakfast today. Earlier on today for lunch, I used up a couple of the pita breads and dipped them in some hummus, sorry. And tonight I want to just try to use up the rest of this stuff. Now I could quite easily make another wrap, and particularly with what I got today, which I'm going to show you now, it would be very simple for me to make another wrap, specifically with what I got today. So today I got 3 items only. I got these falafel nuggets with a little bit of rocket salad. I hope you can see that. Was $2.40, now 24 cents. Very good discount, 90%. I got a bag of baby corn and sugar snap peas. Was $1.79, now 18 cents, 90% off as well. They don't look too bad, pretty good quality. Again, hopefully you can see this. And then I also got this Irish purple sprouting broccoli stalks. They were €3. I got it for 5 cents. Here is my receipt for this. I have just kind of folded over all the stuff that might give away my location. But as you can see, my grand total spend today was 47 cents. As I explained in the first video, the reason why I do this is because it's very good for your wallet. It's also very good for the environment. And it's great for your creativity because you come up with meals that you wouldn't have thought of before, because you're kind of forced to improvise and adapt and create something new that's probably never been done before. I don't think many people have put curried cauliflower burgers into a traditional falafel pita bread type wrap used as meat. Maybe they have, they probably have, who cares? I was happy with it. It was kind of weird. Yesterday my applesauce was way more traditional, and today I'm going to go weird again. So basically, like I said, it'd be very easy for me to make another wrap, but I think that'd be quite boring. And first and foremost, this channel is an entertainment channel. So I'm going to try something very, very different here. For the stuff I bought today, I'm going to not discard. I'm going to set aside my falafel nuggets and my purple sprouting broccoli. And I'm going to keep some of the corn here. So but today, basically, I'm going to try to turn all of these ingredients, some corn, some baby corn, quark, pita bread, carrots, pak choy, peanut and chili rayu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's a peanut and chili sauce. Lovely, by the way, nice mild spice to it, not too much. And a curried cauliflower burger. I'm going to try to convert all of these into an ish food. Now ish, by the way, when I say ish, there's a slang word for that ish means, and it kind of rhymes with hit, and starts with the shush, like a share. Now when I say ish, I do not mean I'm gonna make some food. I mean I'm gonna make like a falafel ish, a kebab ish, a curry ish. Today I'm gonna make a vegetable finger ish, or a croquette ish. So basically, like with like, you know, those kind of vegetarian alternatives to fish fingers, I'm gonna try to make one of these with all of this stuff. So basically I'm gonna try to stick all these veggies into a blender. Well, not blender, I have a NutriBullet, same thing. I'm going to use the wholemeal pita breads as the breadcrumbs, and then I'm going to mix them all up, roll them in the breadcrumbs, dip them in egg flour, fry them, all that kind of stuff. So let's get right to it. So I'm going to move all my veggies and my... Sorry. I'm also going to turn the quark and the peanut chili... Let's do that again. I'm going to use the quark and the peanut chili rayu, and then combine those together, use the last of this stuff into a spicy peanut dipping sauce. So I'm pretty excited about this, but it could go completely wrong, and that's exactly why frozen pizzas exist. And this may be a frozen pizza kind of night, who knows? But so basically, I'm just going to move all these veggies to the side, and I'm going to start with just taking 2 of the pita breads, and I'm going to make some breadcrumbs out of these. And wrong knife, excuse me. I'm not a professional chef. I just like to cook. But basically, I'm just going to roughly chop these. And you know, there's an argument to say that you could toast these beforehand. I don't know how necessary that is, because I'm going to be deep frying them anyway. But we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. So I'll take the whole board in. The reason why I'm going to do my breadcrumbs first is because I don't like using 2 containers, because I'm lazy about washing up. So I want to put the breadcrumbs in. Yeah, let's do it all. I want to use the breadcrumbs so that when I do the veg afterwards, the veg will like kind of be wet a little bit, and it might make the breadcrumbs stick if I did it this direction, if I did it the other way first. So I'm just gonna... This is broken. I don't know how this works actually. I don't know if this is always like this or what. I can't remember. I've had it for several years. But you put it on, and then it just starts. There is no... It's got no chill. It just goes. It just starts. So just a little bit at the top there. I'm just going to start that again. Excuse me. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. All right. So, gonna get my 3 bowls here. I don't have many bowls, as you can tell. It's a little bit wet from the dishwasher. So I'm just gonna make a little assembly line of flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. So I'll put the breadcrumbs in this last one, and I won't start with too many. You know what? They're pretty good. I'm happy with that. They look toasted. They look nice. They're not toasted, obviously, but they look, you know, good texture, good size. You know, nice uniform shape. Good. Do you know, I will actually have to use all this because... Oh, excuse me. Bit too overzealous with my pouring there. But I shall fix that later on. Okay, let's bring this back in here. Let's bring my chopping board back in. And then get this veg on the go. So all this stuff needs to be washed again. So I'm kind of hoping that I can do all these veggies. You know, I mean, I could easily put the peas in. But I think I'll just go with those 2 for now. You know what? Let's do some peas. Let's do some peas. Green beans, sugar snap peas, sorry. Let's do it. Why not? And then this thing is basically one of those already. You know what I mean? That's already the filling. You know, I could turn this into croquettes by just chopping that up. But I want to bulk it out a little bit and add more fresh veg. And I'm hoping this will work. That's the plan. That's the goal. I suppose the only thing we can do is see what happens. So. So my plan is to make one first and see if it tastes any good before I go mad and make the whole batch. It's a cold, cold January night. This water is absolutely freezing. But we will persevere. Okay, excellent. All right, let's bring these back in. I'm just going to roughly chop these a little bit, just again so they'll blend up better in the NutriBullet. Top and tail the carrots. I don't bother peeling most of my veg. I explained this before. It's a good joke, so I'm going to do it again. I don't bother peeling most of my veg for 3 reasons. Number one is that I don't have a peeler. I've never really needed one. I mean, obviously you could for when you're making chips and things like that, but I normally make wedges and that kind of safe. I don't really peel many potatoes. Number two though is that I'm really lazy and I can't be bothered. And number three, most importantly, is that there's a lot of extra nutrients and fiber and stuff like that in the skins of most vegetables, so I tend to leave them on. You know, why not? I'm trying to go zero waste here. I can try and use up every part of everything I have. And again, like, it doesn't really matter, you know, it's just chopping these up enough so they'll dance around and blitz inside the food processor. So let's just chuck all this stuff in. Don't really know. Yeah, I got a good bit of room. I'll start with this, and then I'll add the burger stuff in afterwards, I suppose. See what happens. Maybe, no, you know what? Let's get the cauliflower burger. Let's get the cauliflower burger. That will need to be, and I'm just going to break this up. You know, because this, like I said, that is already, it's already the texture of what I'm going for, you know? So I'm hoping everything will just combine without any drama. But I've got a funny feeling that there will be drama. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, bad idea putting the veggie burger in last. What I shall do is get this little double-sided spatula. I love this tool. I use these all the time anyway, but I really like this one because it's got the small ones. You can get right in there like that and push things around. Anyone who's ever used one of these things knows that you spend more time readjusting the blender than actually blending. But let's see how that goes. If you're following along, please write a comment at this point to say whether or not you think this is going to work. Or what you would do it differently, especially if you know what you're actually talking about, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like I said, I just like to cook. I have no formal training. I have... keep going! It's a very loud blender. What have I done? How have I... Okay. Right. I feel like I've made an error by putting the cauliflower burger in. I made it, I was a bit too up front, but this can be rescued. So I'm going to get rid of all this paste. I should have used the other side. I'm going to get rid of a lot of this paste and start smaller. Start with this. See how I get on. And then add it gradually. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. I don't fully understand what's happening. Tempted to blame the NutriBullet. But it's most likely my fault. NutriBullet is fine with the breadcrumbs. So, but you know what? We'll just keep on working with this. You know, it doesn't have to be amazing. I don't mind if there's a bit of bigger pieces in there. It's just strange. Like, I want it to be a bit of a paste. But, I mean, the outside there, that's okay. But then I've got, like, giant pieces of carrot. I don't really know how to even start to fix this, if I'm honest. I mean, like I said, there's a high chance there's a frozen pizza dinner tonight. But I'm going to try and salvage this for a little bit more, not waste too much more time. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to admit that I've made a large mistake with the burger going in. As you can see, hopefully, I've got a lot of paste and then just massive full chunks of veg that haven't had a chance to really blend up. I think the burger pasted up and basically kind of like the burger basically just kind of like clogged the blades, I think. But let's just keep trying again. I'll go one more time. I'm making a bit of a mess here. You know, look, I didn't pretend to be a professional chef, eh? Getting a little bit of movement there. Better. I don't want to overload it. I'm just going to wash my hands because I've got burger stuff all over them. I will keep a little towel attached to my waist, by the way. Specifically for these kind of things. Just handy. Even when I'm walking around, you know, going to the bank, just have a towel attached to your waist. It's all good. Okay. So again, lots of chunks. It's nearly there though. You know what I mean? It's not like a total disaster. I mean, it is a total disaster, but it's not like, you know, a complete and utter mess. Sorry, it is a complete and utter mess, but it's not unsalvageable. It's not something that I should give up on, you know? I think, basically, I'm gonna use what I got here, just for now, because I feel like I'll probably be working on this for a good while to try and make this work. And, you know, that might be interesting to you, but it might be really boring. And I think it'll probably veer on boring of me just putting stuff into a NutriBullet until I get the right result. So what I'm going to do is just go for it. Go with what I got. You know what I mean? Like, there's some very large pieces of veg here. Who cares? You know, it's all going to go into the it's all going into the pot, into my stomach in the end. You know, maybe the big chunks will add something. Okay, let's get this assembly line going, shall we? So I want flour. Like I said, I'm just going to cook 1 or 2 at the start. I want some eggs, free range eggs, by the way. Oh yeah, see this thing here? My brother gave me this one. Sorry. It's a fake egg, and I get a lot of use out of it. He gave it to me over Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna whisk this up. With a little fork. And then, do you know what? I may as well get the hob going, because that'll probably take a while to heat the oil up. Just a little bit of vegetable oil. That's a high heat, so I'm going to put it on like medium on the biggest hob I have. I shall keep an eye on that. I'm just looking. I'm going to put some smoked paprika into the flour. There we go. Unfortunately, this was full price. Should have used the fork there before I used the other one, but oh well, live and learn. This can be the fork that I eat with. Okay, so I'm basically just going to take a small handful of this and kind of shape it into a rough croquette style. It's a little bit wetter than I expected it to be, but that's kind of what I'm going for. You know, I don't need to add much because there's gonna be flavor in the cauliflower burger. So left hand for the dry flour, and then eggs, and then breadcrumbs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me wash my hands. I'm only gonna make one. I'm only making one for now, because I don't want to waste too much stuff. And this, you know, I'm not very confident about this, if I'm honest. Let's get a. This thing is pretty good. Little plate as well. Okay, this is already falling apart. See? Look. Not sure about this. I might, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna double coat it. I'm gonna go back in and give it an extra shield. So, flour, eggs. I'm really sure I drained it the last time as well, which I didn't really do very well. And then some breadcrumbs. Okay, so that's been done once. Let's do this one. I don't have a temperature probe, unfortunately, for my oil. But I mean, one method is just to throw in a little bit of breadcrumb and kind of watch it float. Okay, double layer. They look nice. They look like little tots, like little potato croquettes. Visually, they're okay. Are they just going to collapse though? I think there's a strong possibility, if I'm totally honest. This might be 3 episodes in, my first failure. The first of many. It is not my first failure ever. I've failed lots of times. Like, I've been making these yellow sticker dinners for, like years now at this point. Several years. Let's just drop a little bit of breadcrumb in here. Not too bad, actually. I'm going to see if I have enough time to very quickly make a this peanut rayu dip. A little mug from the dishwasher. I'm gonna go with this stuff first. Quite heavy with it because I like it, and then I'm just gonna use up whatever quark I have to make a nice spicy peanut dip. Excellent. A bit more. Okay. Let's go back, excuse me, to the hob and get my little spoon. Okay, well, so far they are holding together. Like I said, I'm gonna make, if these work, what I'll do is I'm just gonna taste one on camera, and if they're good, I'm gonna make up the rest of the batch. I'm actually gonna turn it down. I want to cook them through a little bit. I don't want them to get too too burnt on the outside too quickly. You know what? This has been a fairly dramatic journey for these little croquettes. But they seem to be holding their shape. I'm sorry, the only way to get a close up is to literally move my face close to the oil. So I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. Hopefully you can see that because I'm really risking my eyeballs here for you guys. But yeah, they look good. They look really good. I am intrigued to see whether or not he's a success. But so far, like, they are perfect looking. I am very, very, very happy with that. I don't want to cook them too much. Like, I just want to keep them a little bit lower. So what have we got in there? We got sugar snap peas, baby corn, pak choy, carrots, and a cauliflower curried burger. And the smoked paprika flour outside as well, dusting. Oh yeah, and the breadcrumb is actually pita bread. So, like, you know, it's a very, very loose interpretation of a vegetable finger or a croquette. But let's take that off the hob for now. Well, I just kind of bring these in here. But yeah, it's time for a taste test, I think. Yeah, this could be this could be a victory from the jaws of defeat right here, because it looked like we're in trouble there for a good while, if I'm honest. I mean, save some electricity, save the environment, save the planet. But yeah, they've got a nice crispy coating. They've held their shape very well. You know, they didn't even, like, you know, sometimes they're like really greasy and they seem to have like not absorbed all that much. So maybe pita bread is a secret ingredient when it comes to bit of salt. Maybe yeah, pita bread is a secret ingredient when it comes to deep frying foods. So this is probably outrageously hot, so I'm going to taste this now first anyway before I try the dip. So yeah, bottoms up. Wow. Look at that. Wow. That is... that is a nice fresh... the curry flavor comes through, so it's like it is curry flavored, but not crazy, because I think, you know, obviously the additional veg kind of diluted that curry flavor. It's crispy. The breadcrumbs are the hero here. Those pita bread breadcrumbs are something I'm going to do again. It held its shape. It's nice. You know, look at the color. Look at that. Hopefully you can see this. Look at that. Like, that is, you know. And then we'll try the reduced peanut rayu and quark dipping sauce. Okay, so it's a little bit of falling apart there, but you know. Okay. If I'm perfectly honest, I feel like the peanut rayu, I don't know how to pronounce that. Someone in the comments, tell me how to pronounce this. Use this fork to try and get a bit more. They're a little bit soft to dip into, to really, like, you know, the quark itself is a bit too thick for you to dip into this. I should have, you know, watered it down or something like that. Something else, a thinner sauce here would have been a better idea. That stuff is a bit too thick for these. And the peanut slightly competes with the curry because they're both trying to do the same thing. But, you know, the curry has that kind of nice, almost fruity kind of sensation, and the peanut chili rayu gives it that kind of like nutty kind of, obviously a bit more spice. There's not much. Those curry burgers are mild. It's more fruity than spicy, and this is more spicy, and it's not still quite mild anyway. But I've got a strong tolerance. But yeah, I mean, even that one, you can see some of the bigger pieces. Like, there's a pak choy there. Hope you can see that. You can see the big chunks of carrot, but they're soft. You know, they've been cooked. You know, like a little bit of crunch to them, which is nice. I like that. I like crunchy veg. You know, as a vegetarian, you need to kind of get They're crunching. But yeah, I I think I got lucky there, to be honest with you. I think it was a good idea, poor execution, and I think I got very fortunate. But overall, I mean, look what I started with. But yeah, overall, that's a win, and I'm gonna cook the rest of these up. As soon as I stop rolling, I'm gonna cook all this up. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Yellow Sticker Dinner. Tomorrow, or the next time anyway, I will use up this stuff and these. I might grab something from my freezer. I'll see what I'm looking at. And I do have a full freezer of stuff. So I'll see what's going on there, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Also, just in case anyone thought I was bluffing about eating the rest, here is the second last batch of croquette. I got bored of making them small, so I just made these last two ginormous. They're like burgers, they're huge. But whatever. But yeah, so I already had a small one. And there's the other ones here. So I'm just going to pat these down and eat them all up. Thanks again for watching.